Welcome to the Kickstart Your Coaching Edge podcast, where it's all about getting real around all things coaching.
And what we know for sure is that what got you here won't get you there.
You can't see the spinach in your own teeth.
And finally, hang on, because this one's really deep. Once you realize that you are the traffic, everything makes complete and unadulterated sense.
Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022, Karen Sullivan.
Welcome. Holy smokes. That's a lot of twos.
That is, I know, it's so wild, but we are at a brand new year, which of course will make everybody thinking about what do they want 2022 to be? What do you want it to represent? What do you want to feel more of? What do you want to experience more? So what not a better theme that sounded weird, but what not a better theme of having January 2022 be the theme of self-actualization.
And what we're going to do is we're going to kick off a little bit of self-actualization with what it means regarding emotional intelligence. And self-actualization refers to your ability and tendency to grow and strive, to see your potential, set meaningful goals, and work toward your betterment and fulfillment. So one more time, self-actualization refers to your ability and tendency to grow and strive, to see your potential, set meaningful goals, and work toward your betterment and fulfillment.
I love it. So let's do this, Karen. Let's talk about the meaningful goal aspect of this definition this particular week. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. So many of you may be working with your clients, working with yourself around what are the goals that you want to have going into the new year. And part of this is about setting meaningful goals. Many times what we'll do is we will set goals we think we should because they've been a goal in the past. We tell ourselves it's important. We need to get a handle on something, but it's really a should-based goal versus something that we're personally connected with.
You know, Jen, with that, right? I think that the key thing is meaningful goals and not just randomly checking shit off a box because it's that should thing, like you said. So it's if you are that connected to yourself, right? To your growth and your striving and what's important to you, it's almost like your meaningful goals will be in alignment with that because you don't have to pretend. There's no outside pretending going on.
Yeah. And I think it's really about connecting to that. And Karen and I have a couple of key questions that can help when goal setting to be able to attach meaning to it and have it be more meaningful. So we're going to take you through that. One of the things that we want you to do is to think about what is the result that you want? What is the result that you want? And I like to think about it as a result versus even as a goal. And the reason is it fits into TFAR. Our thoughts create our feelings create our actions create our results. So if we're looking for results in life, what is the result that we want? And being able to define it in a very specific way of what it is that you are trying to achieve. The next question after the what is the result is answering the question, and why is that important? Yes, a good old why question. Why is that important? Right? So to be able to figure out what is the driver, what is the motivator, what is the deeper connection, what does that result represent? Being able to really dig a level deeper of why it's important, you can decide if it's a should result or a have to result or I oughta result versus
Spell that.
Oughta versus something that is driving that is a more meaningful. The third question is, and what difference will that make? What difference will it make? So what's the result? Why is it important? And what difference will it make? How will this be different in your life? What's going to be possible now because of this? What could potentially change because of this? And so doing that double dip of questions about the results help us figure out, is that driving us enough to be able to be totally, fully committed to getting that result? And then the next step is easy. Okay, then what actions do you need to take, right? And in order to take those actions, what is it that you need to feel? And in order to get that feeling, what is the belief that you need to have? What is the driving thought? But really focusing on what's the result, why is it important, and what difference will it make will help to be able to attach meaning to it.
You know, it's funny, Jen, because it sounds so simple. And sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But I think that one of the things I just want to say really quick is that don't overcomplicate this, right? Don't overcomplicate it. What is it that you really want? And then sitting there, okay, great. That's, it's like, get your eye on the prize. And then that's the result you're looking for. You got to go through hell and high water to get there? Or is it going to be something that might be a little bit, I don't know, not necessarily easier, but that might take a little bit longer? So are you in it as an endurance thing? Is it a sprint? What is it? But keep your eye on the prize and go for it. And remember, if you're not connected to it, why are you doing it?
I love that, Kara. It makes me almost think about, in what ways will achieving this result make me the next best version of myself? There's a whole thing that kind of connects with it. So good things to think about this first week of January as we are moving and grooving and thinking about goals and self-actualization. And until next week, take care.
Bye. Woohoo. It's 2022.
Cue the confetti machine.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Kickstart Your Coaching Edge podcast. Craving more in-depth discussions? Check out the Get Real Inner Circle with our no BS in-crowd of coaches.
Join live coaching discussions, breakdowns of coaching calls, and have some fun while you're at it.
You're going to want to go to kickstartyouredge.com/inner circle. It's time to get real.